I watch a new film every other day. Follow along for recommendations and reviews. Today, I just finished watching the movie titled Mama Says No that is streaming on Chinilove Eze's YouTube channel. This is the third film that we are watching from Chinilove's YouTube channel on the VDK Film Club, and the first one that I've really, really liked. The first one that we watched was This Is War, a film that I didn't like. No, I didn't like that film at all. The second one was Love in Overdrive, which was better, but that film too, I didn't care for it. Like, there are too many things that I thought that film just didn't do well. And I didn't love that film at all as well. This one though, oh no, 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 they use their time well from beginning to end. It like does it's short, it's nice, it's fun, it's good. Although it doesn't really have like a resolution or anything, it can just like ends abruptly. But in the time that they had, they used their time well. This film, the cast is the first time that I'm seeing this actor named David Eyo, and he did a fantastic job of playing the Nonso character. Bianca Ugowanne is in this playing Amalicha, and I've just come to really love Bianca since, especially Alakada Gen Z. We love her in this club. Messi Aigbe can have chemistry with almost everybody. And also, again, second time I'm seeing her this year playing like the love interest to a younger man. First one was Everything Is New Again. And she just knows how to bring that chemistry. So Messi did well. But for me, the standout performance, the star of this film is Uche Jombo as the character of Nkechi by far. Like, she is the reason to watch this most, especially. Uche devoured that role. Like, she ate it down. Every time she was on screen, the screen just lit up. She brought it. Such a fantastic job from Uche Jumbo. What is the film about? It's about a mother that comes to her son's house and realizes that his wife is a lot older than she thought. They are like age mates. And watching this, the question I have for you, members of the VDK Film Club, is whose side are you on? Are you on Mama Nkechi's side? Or are you on Kemi's side? That is Messi Agbe's character. For me, I'll tell you now, I'm on Mama's side. Because I kept on thinking that do people not think that actions have consequences or that people will not react to the actions that they make? Because I was thinking that if I came, my son is marrying somebody that is his mother's age, or my daughter is marrying somebody that is my age mate, of course I'm going to have a reaction to that. Like, are you kidding me? Of course I'm not going to approve of this. Like, why are you marrying someone that is old enough to birth you? This is my age mate. So watching it all along from beginning to end, I was on Nkechi's side. Did Nkechi kind of like get extreme with her this thing? Of course she did, but also she's a mother. This is looking where she was like, I'm not going to normalize this. I said, and you should not. Because when I tell you, like, we've watched many things about age gap relationships, but this one really just give me that POV of like being the parent of the person inside this, watching this. Like, how would you react? If this was your child, how would you react as well? The film is so fun. Like, it's a good film. I really enjoyed it. So you can go and check it out. Now, for those of us who have watched it, if we're ready to come and talk about this film with spoilers, so we can gist about it well, then spoilers ahead in 3, 2, 1, let us go. All right, now we're in the spoiler section. Please, if you're going to write a comment that has spoilers, just write spoiler alert before you write your comment so that we don't spoil it for people that have not yet watched it. All right, let's start gisting. The first thing that I want to say is I just have like a couple of lines that Mama was telling Kemi that cracked me up. The first one was when she said, Mama, stand up. Why is your mother alone kneeling down for me? This is where Kemi first knew that. I was like, Mama, stand up. Ah, why is your mother alone kneeling down for me? That cracked me up. The second line was when she said old cargo. Every time she called out old cargo, I found it funny. When she said she's even crying like a young woman. Nkechi was on Kemi's neck from beginning to end. Another one was where she said, "Are you still seeing your menstruation? Have you entered menopause like women our age?" That was to crack me up. One thing I want to talk about this, her son was very disrespectful to her. That is, Nonso was disrespectful to Mama. Yes, I'm very much on Mama's side. I'm curious. I'm sure if you're not, you're like, wow, he really is taking Mama's side. And I am, because this woman is doing what any mother or many mothers would do. That, like, I'm seeing this thing that I'm like, why is my son in this? Of course, I'm going to start thinking that is she like controlling you? Is she manipulating you? Because this age gap, we are the same age, me and your wife. Like, make it make sense. Do you know what I mean? So when he's not like, get out of my house, especially kicking her out, shouting at her, I was like, who are you shouting at? Who are you sending out of your house? He was so disrespectful to his mother. Very. Also, that Kemi's friend, I was like, who sent you? When she was now going toe to toe with Nkechi, I was like, who sent you work? Like, who are you? Go and face your own husband and your own children. Like, when your own children go and marry a woman that is your own age mate, you can't talk to them, or you do what you want to do, but let Nkechi handle this the way she wants to handle it. She was very validated in her feelings. 100%. That person also was singing, anybody will want to try you. I said, I'm getting better in Kung Fu. I said, for who? For your mother. You're getting better in Kung Fu for your mother. Anybody will want to try you now for your mother. Hey, God. This is for the Chris. But no, like when I said Ikechi was unrelenting, even that their anniversary, that she just came down to come and say, see you, you're here celebrating 1 year anniversary. Something when your miss don't celebrate 15 years ago. 20 years. That is all she came downstairs for. To come give Kemi one good lashing and go back upstairs. She did not take her leg off of Kemi's neck beginning to end of this film. And then we now have the part where Omalicha comes in. Bianca cracks me up. Every time she was like, Dim, Dim, like, mommy, what did she say? Oh, how are you calling that one, babe? That is mommy and babe. Like, even when at the end, she now gets into the bed. I'm like, oh no, Omalicha was really doing her work. Now, waiting they bring her here for. And she also came for, she wants to also go to school, which is also a noble cause. I'm also on Omalicha's side because she's using what she can to get what she wants. I can't blame her as well. At the end of the day, the film just kind of like ends very abruptly because Kemi like throws Omalicha out of her room, but we don't really have a resolution of how this ended. And I was very curious to know where this story would end. Like, how does this kind of situation end? If you're Kemi, how does this story end? If you're Nonso, how does this story end? If you're Nkechi, how does this story end? Like, I wish that the film had actually ended because I was very curious to see where the filmmaker would end this film. And the way it's kind of ending now is kind of like a cop out, really, because it just kind of like ends very abruptly. And I was like, okay, but overall, I really enjoyed this film. I'm very curious to know what you think about this film. I'm curious to know whose side you're on. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Also, if you have watched this whole video and you have no idea who I am, my name is VDK. I'm the curator of the VDK Film Club, where every other day we watch something new and we just about it like we've done today. Follow along. All right. Until the next film that I watch and the next video that I make, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.